Alright, so let's dive into this whole mutual combat idea. Can two people really just have a shootout without any immediate threat hanging over them? It's kind of mind-boggling, right? It really makes you think about just how fuzzy those lines can get when we talk about self-defense. Now shifting gears a bit, let's talk about how crucial surveillance and evidence are when it comes to backing up claims of self-defense. It's wild how the setting, whether it's a school or a crowded mall, can totally change the legal game. It's a reminder that context really matters in these situations. Speaking of legalities, there's some serious debate out there about whether it's okay to shoot at someone who's backing away from a confrontation. The whole vibe shifts when the threat is running away, doesn't it? This raises some serious ethical questions about what self-defense really means. Bringing it down to a specific situation, we see just how tangled the self-defense laws are here in the US. A lot of folks seem to think that just pointing a gun at someone automatically means you're in the right to defend yourself. But is it really that simple? It's definitely a complex issue. Then there's the ongoing conversation about gun ownership in America. It's not just about guns, but also the cultural attitude towards them and how the Second Amendment plays into it all. It's a loaded topic, pun intended, that sparks a lot of heated discussion. And here's something that's pretty striking: getting a gun license can be way easier than nabbing a driver's license. Seriously, what's up with that? It really makes you wonder what kind of standards we're applying to these two very different aspects of our lives. Now, let's talk about the importance of actually getting out there and experiencing these issues firsthand. Engaging with communities that are directly affected by gun violence can shed light on complexities that dry statistics just can't capture. It's all about understanding the real stories behind the numbers. On a related note, there's something unsettling about the financial incentives tied to homelessness management. It's crazy to think that some people are making big bucks off an ongoing crisis. That definitely brings up some ethical dilemmas that we need to tackle head-on. Now, here's a striking comparison: gun violence versus suicide rates in the discussion around gun-related deaths. It's important to recognize that mental health plays a massive role in these conversations, and if we want to effectively address these issues, we can't just gloss over that aspect. It's also worth noting that many homicides stem from disputes between people rather than those random, indiscriminate shootings we typically hear about. This distinction is key to really getting to the heart of why gun violence happens in the first place. And let's not forget about the socio-economic factors that often slide under the radar in crime discussions. We really need to broaden the scope of these talks to include issues like poverty and access to resources. Acknowledging these elements could lead to real, effective solutions. Lastly, it's super important for gun owners to get proper training and education. This isn't just about knowing how to use a firearm, it's about understanding when and how to use it responsibly, especially in self-defense situations. By getting educated, we can help ease some of the anxiety that surrounds gun ownership.